A little more details in here. I got some fingers. And what we're going to do is here we're going to do the technique for the hair, which I can show you real quick before I end this part. What you want to do is get your pretty thin Sculpey, maybe a 2 thickness, and you take your little probe. Here is how I usually do it. And you just come in and start to serrate that, kind of, I guess you'd call it. Give it some, you know. This is how I do it. I've seen other people do hair and they make a wavy motion, which if I do that, it's not ever going to turn out right now. You want to put your wavies in there after it's down. This chops it up for you. That's what I like doing. It's faster, and you can make a lot of hair at one time. You know, you don't want to do this stuff where you know, there's my hair. No, that's I've tried that. It's not good. It's good for if he has scratches on his arms or wrinkles, maybe, I don't know. But for hair, you want to do what I'm doing. See, so now I've got this stuff. I've got to figure out a way to scrape it up. I got this thing. This little roller here, I guess I could do. Kind of like that. So let's see. If I come in maybe like this. It's nice and cut up. Let's see. I can come in like that. That's okay. So then you just bring this over. Hope you can see it better. It's getting in his mouth, but at this point it's not that big a deal. You just kind of tap it in place. Then you can do your waves, as long as you aren't just scratching it to make your hair. I can come in and change this and fix it the way I want it. Roll that for the lip. There you go. See? Pretty good. See, now I got that beard texture. Again, I gotta fix it. You know, this is just starting with the details. I probably shouldn't be doing this right now. I just wanted to show you how I do, because eventually, you know, if I'm still doing muscles and all this stuff, it's gonna smash that hair down. So you want to wait till the end usually to do that kind of stuff. But I kind of want to see what it was going to look like. Move this in. Hopefully you can see it. There. That's probably better to show you that way. Yeah, he's looking pretty good. And I'll zoom in on that hand a little better. I just made that with foil. You know, it needs details added. Hands have all the wrinkles in them and stuff. And then that club in the back needs, you know, details. It's getting started. And then I got that other one. This was the, see that guy back there? You've probably been seeing him. That's Sinbad one from the movie. But yeah, that pose, I just made that up too. I was I was thinking of looking at some movie clips or something that I captured, and I put him together. He turned out pretty good too, you know. Hopefully you can see him. I think one of his teeth got knocked out. It was very delicate. So you can do stuff like this with Sculpey. So, but for now, this guy, our big cyclops, he's kind of a higher level one, more gargantuan than the other ones. I think he's going to turn out pretty good. Okay. We're back. Added some details. Taking away some details. Messed up some details. Uh-oh. I really wanted to focus on the hand. Hand that's being done. I had a hand on there before, and I didn't like it. So, got rid of it. Got some eyes and hair and teeth. And that hand I wanted you to see. Ended up doing kind of little lines of foil, and then wrapped it up and used some of my green florist wire, I guess this stuff is, and wrapped it all up, and it looks like a pretty strong base, it's going to be good. Now this other hand was more tricky. You know, it's kind of wrapped around there funny. Hard to see. But it worked alright. It's kind of cartoonish. Built up his shoulders with lumps of foil. And then I've got the place for this to lay on, although this is, I'm not liking how this is off center here. But it is what it is. We can do that and probably attach it like that. That's probably what we'll end up doing. It's just lay it up here and just, you know, attach it to his shoulder there. But it does sit on his shoulder, so that's what I wanted. It's not bad. Hopefully you got to see all that. Here I am with another color. Is come in with some real thin Sculpey to coat that hand, because it's about the right size. I don't want to get it too thick, and also it's just, you know, thick will screw up the details. So I got this with a streak of brown in it. Weird. So we'll come in and hopefully see what we can do with this thing. Well, like I said, you know, thickness is about a 3 here. So you come in and I'll tear that off. It's not going to be easy. I mean, you know, getting that coated the right way you want without tearing it all up, and it's not always easy. But it'll be worth it once it's fully formed, I think. We're going to keep working on getting this hand covered. You know, it's just going to take some patience. You just use your tools, tap on it. Don't get crazy about getting done so quickly. Come up and maybe push this up between the fingers a little. Little by little, and I'll, you know, close it too. Feast your eyes. A little more details worked in here. Finish the hand. I haven't looked at the palm yet, honestly, but I think the outer turned out pretty good. Getting some muscles, some details in the face and beard. Upper here, I nixed the horns. It just didn't look right. So it's getting there. So what you do is you try to get your body blocked in as much as you can, and then slowly working your details, because this, and I never did bake the inner armature. I don't know why, I just kind of got into it. I got to do a lot of detail on the club, work my way into more muscles, loincloth and belt, and then there's some fur on the boots and straps and stuff like that, and the toes are hanging out. I'm going to do that. But there's the hands and the face. I'm going to do an eyelid, I think, on the eye. Work that. I got him some tusks and his tongue in there, so it's going to be cool. Got a funky effect with all the different color clays, but it's rolling along. Okay, we're back. Working on some stuff, hopefully get a picture of that. I've got club and the face going pretty good. It's tough with Sculpey because if you touch it, you kill the work you just did. So, where are we headed next on this? Well, you don't want to smash the detail. I did the ears too. Those were a pain. I kept touching them. That was painful. I guess I'll start putting the fur in there for the loincloth, the animal skin, and then he has animal skin here wrapped with thongs around it. So yeah, and I'm working on some of the calf muscles. Back's built up. I used, like I said, some foil. So working our way down there, getting him knocked out. If you look down here, I'm cutting in there, just scoring that like I did before. So now I've got this thing, and I can go in shape it the way I want. This is going to be the animal that this guy slaughtered to make his garment. That's how it is, you know. So, you gotta survive, you know. Somebody lives, somebody dies. Poor little cow. Well, it wouldn't be a cow. A deer, maybe, you know. Well, deer wouldn't be that furry. Walrus? Pelican? No. I don't know what he killed. He killed something in order to take its fur from it. In order to... But he would not be cold. It's a circle of life. Yes. Exactly. I think after you get everything down, you start to say, well, how does this hair look perfect? You know, once you get things placed. All I'm doing now is I'm doing some detail, but I'm also attaching it to the clay underneath it by pushing it in certain places, so it's attached. I want it to just fall off. That would be embarrassing for this troll. It's not a troll, cyclops. So, you know, there you go. And you got that kind of thing. I say troll, you know, I don't mean to say troll. So I'm going to come in, make some more. Okay, more details added. I've got the garment being put on there. What I thought I would do is make a foil ring around the waist to elevate the edge. And then there may be a belt under there is what I'll end up doing. So we got that going. Looks pretty good. Leaving some detail hanging down here. This is where you gotta watch it because you end up crushing your detail if you're not careful. Maybe I can get the light onto the table better. Set it up beforehand. I know. I hear you. So we didn't get it set up. I'm paying the price now. I'm amazed at the detail some of you guys get. I mean, not that one of these pros would ever watch my humble junk, but you know, wow, you know, they really pay. Well, it's paying attention. It's really looking at the detail. I go, okay, I'm not just gonna leave this looking like a rat's nest. You know, I'm gonna really put some detail in, and that's what they do. Okay, now again, I'm being careful. Don't touch anything in the front. This base is really wiggly wobbly because I used to circle of that wire I showed you in the beginning. And so, you know, it's difficult to... But if you poke in various areas, I think it'll attach it. You know, then I'm going to have to come up here with another layer on top of that. Come in here. See, it's not so hard. You can do it. You can make your own monster. It's alive. It's not alive. Just don't get scared here. We're gonna show y'all. We'll come in here. Maybe use a different tool. Again, be very careful at this stage because you're gonna mess it up, and you're gonna come back and go, what happened? You did it. You can't blame anyone else. There's no one here who touched that. You did. You know, maybe if I had a mirror there in the front, I could look and go, am I screwing that up? I don't know. It's just the nature of the beast. Well, you know, got guys that I've seen have a big turntable, like a Lazy Susan, a platform. And they don't have to touch anything. It's all attached. Literally bolted down to the platform. I mean, I've seen some, wow. They really get industrious. Well, you get the point. It's progressing along. That, like I said, you're going to have a belt there. So I'm almost all the way around. We'll keep working on it. It's very fun. You should try it sometime.